Hello, Ms. Kaya. I hope all is well. I wanted to actually give you an illustration of how to solve this problem, even though I wrote it out for you. Now, when you're solving this particular problem, as I explained to you in my explanation, simple interest, the formula is I equals PRT. P times R times T. Okay, so that's interest equals principal times rate times time. Okay, which is representative of the year. Okay, so when you are trying to find the year as it pertains to a transaction, then you're actually going to manipulate this formula. So you're going to manipulate the formula based on what it is you're trying to find. So the unknown. There's always going to be giving a certain amount of information to you, and you have to be able to collect that information and insert it into the formula, and then know how to find the variable that you're actually seeking to find. So in this particular case, the interest has already been given to you, the principal has already been given to you, the rate has also been given to you in the problem, but what you're trying to find is the years, okay, which would be representative of time. Now, I have inserted the information already in the formula. Now, based on how the formula is set up, what we're trying to find is T. So in order to find T, what you're going to do is you're going to now multiply the principal times the rate, because that information has already been given to you. We're going to simplify this expression here, okay, or this equation. So now we can bring down the 303.52. You can either multiply the principal times the rate manually, or you can do it by calculation. Okay, I'm going to do both of them so you can actually see it. All right, so we have 542, and that's going to be times 0.07 when we convert the 7% to a decimal. Okay, whenever you convert 7% to a decimal, this is a single digit percent. And I noticed that you've been having some problem with that. So the best way to actually do that is just take your calculator and divide. So divide 7 by 100 and you'll get 0.7%. You're always going to be required to move your decimal 2 places over to the left. Okay. So what I noticed is that you put the decimal right in front of the 7. But whenever you have a single digit, because you're moving 2 places to the left, you have to add a 0 before the 7. Okay, so you can remember to do that, or you can simply just divide that single digit by 100, and the calculator will show you that it's actually a 2-place move. Okay, so that's going to be 70. Having said that, going back to our problem here, so 7 times 2 is 14. Area 1, 7 times 4 is 28, plus 1 is 29. Area 2, 7 times 5 is 35, plus 2 is 37. And now we're going to put our decimal 2 places in a 2-place position, because we have 2 places here. Okay, so that's actually going to be $37.94. Okay. So this is going to be equal 37.94. But we still have to multiply it times T. So we're going to put our T here as well. Okay. You can put your T in parentheses, or you can just write it as T. It doesn't matter. Whichever is easy for you to remember. Okay. So we have a T here as well, because we are now going to have to find T. Okay, we have set up our equation, and now the next step is to actually solve for T. And in order to do that, we have to isolate and get our T by itself. We're going to do that by dividing, because the opposite of multiplication is division, and we have 37.94 times T here. Okay, so in order to get rid of this 37.94, we're going to divide. Okay. What we do on one side, we must also do on the other side, so remember that. So we're going to divide 37.94 over here as well. Now, these two will cancel out, all right? So we're going to actually end up canceling out our 3794 on the right side, leaving us with t only, equals, and then we're going to divide 3794 into 303.52, and we can use the calculator to do that. So I'm going to bring my calculator here, and we have 303.52 divided by 37.94, and that equals, and we have 8. So t in this case will equal 8 years. And that's how you will find the t value in the formula given for simple interest, which is I equals P times R times T. Okay, so remember, you do have to manipulate the formula, but you have to know how to do that by inserting the information that you have available to you in the formula in order to solve for the unknown term. Okay, so I hope that this has helped. I do recommend that you rewatch the videos in the course as well. Have a blessed day.